I think the hardest thing for real estate professionals is figuring out their brand. Should I use my name? Do I need these certain colors? How do I really establish a brand? And by using your name, is that actually killing you? I'm going to give you the ultimate checklist on how to get your brand, how to define your brand, and how to explode your brand. All of that is coming up next. What's up, everybody? This is Jackson Wilkie with the Channel Junkies. In this channel, I teach mortgage professionals, real estate agents exactly how to grow massive real estate YouTube channels that get some millions of dollars of free leads each and every month, just like I do myself. If that's the information you want, make sure you tap that subscribe button and you click the little bell so you're notified every time I do a new video. I got a free webinar. It's down in the description below. ChannelJunkies.com for courses, anything else you need. But for when it comes to branding, I'm going to go through my checklist today. I got my little sticky pad, and I'm going to be telling you exactly what the brand means and how to build it and why you should be maybe using something other than your name. And first and foremost, that's just kind of how we were brought up, right? The John Doe team, the Brad Smith team, the whatever team. But when that Brad Smith or that John Doe steps out, is that a sellable asset? And is that something that, hey, now that person's gone, that's who I wanted to work with? That was something that went through my brain. And it actually didn't go through my brain until Jesse, my business partner, was like, no, you don't see Coca-Cola and Nike and all these using people's names. You have to brand it in a way that is a sellable asset, something that is bigger than just the person itself. Anybody could step into Nike and that company's still going to go. Steve Jobs passed, obviously in Apple, he didn't own it, but it's able to continue to grow. Whereas if just the name is there, it can be, kind of a killer. If it's just somebody's name and that person leaves, it could kill the actual business and the brand. So that's the one thing I want to talk before I get into the checklist. Any of the real estate YouTube channels that we have with the living in name, we could step out. In fact, we don't answer any calls. We don't do any of the deals. We have teams do it. We could sell it. In fact, they are, some of them are valued in the multi-million-dollar range. So that's something that you need to think about with branding. First and foremost, it comes to the channel name, and let's talk about it. You've seen mine, Living In. It's something that I created, over a year ago as I was the Real Agent Now group with Jackson Wilkie and Jesse Dow. That was our YouTube channel name a long time ago. Number one, it doesn't come up in search. And number two, it actually, it's not a sellable asset. So what we wanted to do is just create something that we knew, was actually well-rounded and it meant something to the viewers. And so I actually started thinking to Jesse, I'm like, dude, we got to get rid of this name. And I'm starting to think Living in Portland, Oregon is searched so much. Why don't we just name the channel that? And I did it. It was kind of like a, hey, I think I should type of moment. And I named it Living in Portland, Oregon. Boom. It helped all of our videos rank. Number one thing that pops up when you type that in is our YouTube channel above all of our videos. And to me, when somebody sees a title and it's like, 10 reasons you'd never want to live in Portland, and the channel name is Living in Portland, Oregon, then they go to the channel and it's all about Portland. That is why we get so many subscribers, so many views, and now that channel did 40 million in sales. We made over $1 million, and we didn't close one deal. We didn't even answer one phone call. We were able to step out of the business, get our referrals, and grow businesses, grow teams. So when it comes to branding, I love the name Living In. And the other thing is, hey, Jackson, there's already a Living In channel here. So be it. You can build a brand account. There can be as many as you want. I have like 8 students in Houston, Texas with the Living in Houston. I moved here, started one. In 58 days, we got 1,000 subscribers, 147 reach outs, 5 deals in escrow. Didn't matter. I'm me, they're them, they're getting business, I'm getting business. And that's exactly why I go with those. So it just really helps to elevate your brand. Plus now it's a sellable asset. I could have a mega team or somebody come in and say, hey, we want that channel. Okay, give me $5 million. Let's do it. So that is one thing you need to know about brands. Second of all, it comes up to the channel tags. Now you might be like, the channel tags? Well, the only way that your channel is going to get discovered is what your whole channel is about. And that is your brand. So you really need to be diving in. And if you have an established channel, this is what you can do. You can go into your analytics, and then you're going to go into your traffic source. So once you see a traffic source, you can click the YouTube search, and that actually brings up how your channel is being discovered. Vancouver, Washington, Portland, Oregon, living in Portland, Oregon, living in Portland, moving to Portland. Okay, those are all the main channel tags. Those are what I need my channel to have as tags. Don't have 50, 80, 100 broad ones because it's going to hurt your channel. And that really boils your channel down to growing, to getting out there, to getting more views, and then getting it in front of people most likely to watch your content, which explodes your brand. And number 3, when it comes to brand, this can actually be one of the biggest killers and one of the biggest mistakes I see as most YouTubers and real estate agents, especially, it's all about them. So you're going to have this good video. You're going to have your channel tags all set up. You're going to define your brand with a name, and people go to your channel, and boom, there's a channel art, and it's Jackson Wilkie, single greatest realtor of all time. Call me, email me, click on all these pages, these squeeze pages, landing pages. I'm going to call you. I'm going to attack you. It's the worst thing you can do for your brand. Again, $40 million in sales on one channel alone, $60 million in sales in 2020 alone, and I don't do any real estate. I'm 100% myself. Just me being me is the brand. But my channel art, when people go there, it says 2 things. It says 2 things. Living in the city. It says subscribe to learn about living in the city. And it also says new videos every week. Boom. They're going to smash that subscribe button. That's exactly what they want. It's a natural CRM, and now my brand is starting to explode. They see me everywhere on their home screens. They can't wait to get back and view my videos, and it's all because of that channel art. The brand that I built right there, it tells them exactly what they get. When I used to have my name, my number, I'm a realtor, yada, yada, nothing. We didn't grow. It's so salesy. You know what it's like to be in an open house and have everybody already look at you like you're some kind of weirdo, used car salesman. So sorry if you're a used car salesman, but you get the picture. Why have that? Your brand is the value, knowing what it's like to work, eat, sleep, live, play in this city. So that's the brand you need to be giving your viewers, your subscribers. All right, I got 3 more incredible tips. These are what's really going to define your brand. Those things at the beginning, those are building blocks. That's the foundation. You have to have it. I'm telling you right now, or you won't grow and your brand will die. But what I'm going to be getting into next is going to help your brand explode. But first and foremost, in the comments right now, just type in yes if you have set up your channel the way I'm talking. No if you haven't. Yes or no. Just comment that right now down below. And as I get to step number 4, what you need to know, go ahead and hit that like button for me real quick. All right, number 4, this is what's going to define your brand and what really exploded and catapulted us. Niche videos. Now, it really needs to be about your city, but at the same time, if you know nothing about investments, you probably shouldn't be talking about it. You're going to be fumbling your words. You're going to be reading scripts. It's going to be a short video, and it's just not going to work. But if you know all about move-up homebuyers or first-time homebuyers or luxury or new construction, you could probably tell me stories all day. If I were to ask you, hey, if I was moving to your area, I got 3 kiddos. I'm looking for some new construction, some nice areas that has, parks, good schools. I want to be able to maybe, be 5 minutes from grocery stores or arcades or something. Do you got some areas for me? Oh my gosh, I got the such and such development, and there's this development and that development, right? So that's what you need to get through your mind, and that will define your brand. So I made the biggest mistake with my brand when I started the Portland channel. I had no idea what I was doing, and I thought I needed to be a professional and know everything about Portland. It didn't work. So what did I do? One day I thought about it. You know what? The reason I started this was because one, I hated cold calling, door knocking, and bugging people. But 2, I moved to Portland 2-3 years before, and I had no idea where to live, where the good spots were. One area on the map I thought was amazing. You move there, and, well, you don't want to be there. So it's just a couple minutes away from a really good area. So I was like, I'm going to tell my story. So I told my story about moving my wife, my family, about going through all these different areas and not liking some areas and really enjoying some areas and wishing I would have moved to this area. Why did I like that area? That was when the channel exploded. The comments erupted and the phone calls were like, oh my gosh, you're so real. I love this. We're moving there in a couple months too. I got a little 3-year-old. And that was really when it started blowing up. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got to start talking about this more, right? So when you can start talking about things that you can talk about all day and give stories, that's going to brand you. It will explode you. And people are like, Jackson, I only want to do luxury. I'm putting $2 million homes in escrow left and right in 7 different states. Being me. I'm the brand. I wear t-shirts, hoodies, shorts, bronze, Jordans. That's all. I talk about drinking brewskis, and I got doctors, lawyers, investors. I got them all calling me because they just like who I am. I'm the brand. So that's what's so pivotal about, niching down and really just talking about things that you like and that you don't like. The reason you don't like an area is a huge reason that maybe I would. If you don't like suburbs, and newer construction homes and being able to walk down to 50 shops, restaurants, bars, you like the old school, you like the midtowns, it's all funky and hip. Hey, you need to tell me that the suburbs are out there and that why you don't like them. But if you had a family, you had kids, it's the ultimate destination. I'm like, there we go. This dude's being 100. I'm going to call him. So niching for the win. So number 5 is the thumbnails. And you're like, what? Thumbnails? Yes. I remember getting in, not arguments, but people were kind of going against me of like, well, I get better click-through rates and more views on these thumbnails where I'm not on them. And I was like, okay, I remember doing some and getting some pretty good click-through rates. But once I really discovered how to create a thumbnail and really get the human face, which is what YouTube wants. They say they want a high-res picture of a human face that covers 1/3 of the thumbnail. That's what they said works. Once I discovered how to make a good thumbnail, it erupted. But here's how you brand yourself, and this is what I truly mean. If you go to YouTube and you're searching something, let's say you're moving to a new city, you're moving over to North Idaho, right? And you type in, what's it like to live in North Idaho? And boom, there's one of my thumbnails. It's killer. You click on it, you watch it, and you like my style. Like, dude, I kind of like this guy. He's funny, man. Like, and then all of a sudden life happens. We're all on our phones for like 5 seconds, then we got to get off, right? So then life happens. 2 days later, you type it in again, and you're scrolling through. You're like, oh my God, there's that guy. I liked him before. You're going to click on that if you liked me. If you didn't, that's great. I don't want to work with you anyway. But the biggest part about branding your thumbnails is if you have your face on it, they know to come back and watch you. They're always going to be searching. Life happens. They got to go pick up the kids. They got to go to the store. The phone rings, whatever it is. Life happens. They may get off the platform, but at least, hey, when they wake up in the morning and you do everything else that I tell you about branding and getting your channel tags, now they're going to wake up and go to YouTube and boom, there's your video on their home screen. They didn't even have to search anything. They recognize that face. They can't wait to click it, baby. So get your face, get your brand up on that thumbnail, but learn how to make really good thumbnails. I don't want to see your title in your thumbnail. That's a waste of space. Your face, a reaction. TubeBuddy is an incredible tool to help you split test and build these, and it actually tells you which facial expressions you're making in your thumbnails that get the most click. It has these little sad, monotone and a smiley face. So it tells you which thumbnail or which expression you make can actually give you more clicks, more click-through rates, and more views. Exploding your brand. Last but not least, the most important thing is be you. I get it all the time. I look at, people want me to see their videos and they'll just take one of mine and they write a script and they're just reading it back and forth and it's just not them. They're trying to say my exact call to actions, my exact intros, and it's like awkward and hey, they're not being themselves. You have to be you at the end of the day. If you're not loud, big, annoying like me and you're more introverted and quiet, you got to just be you. It is. If you're trying to be me, it's going to look like you're trying, and it's really, really awkward for the viewer. People want to work with people that they know, like, and trust. And so when I'm big, loud, and I get those comments down, I'm a big lizard-headed, greasy realtor, dude, I don't want to work with that person anyways. But, the people that like me, see my kids jumping in the background, playing, whatever, that's who I want to work with, and you will get the dream ideal clients. If you want dream ideal clients, you want to erupt your brand, be you. Get your thumbnails on there. Build that channel art. Get your channel tags and just have a ball. Be yourself on these videos. And I promise you, your brand, your channel, your business will explode. But these videos that are popping up right now, those are what's going to help you explode your YouTube channel. Start clicking on those and you will be well on your way. And until the next video, guys, we'll catch you later.